Welcome to another Gaz Right video and welcome to the beautiful Auckland, New Zealand's largest city with 1.7 million people, big international airport, 2 harbours and the second tallest building in the entirety of the southern hemisphere. They also have some flair little ice in Waiheke Island where me and Emma stood right now, but we'll get back to that very shortly. Any questions always, bang it in the comments. We're now en route to 3K subscribers. If you can help me get there, bang that button down below. Let's get cooking and straight into a room tour before you bring you back straight to the island, baby. Team have just touched down and we're straight into a little room tour. Quest on Eden, lovely little service apartment, areas to chef up, £27.50 per person to stay near the king, doing the best work as always. Give it a little bed test then.
It feels quite cozy actually.
Perfect, so semi-cozy from the king. Obviously beautiful views, no expense spared. That class as a sea view? Guess it does in the distance, but it will get the absolute job done. We tend to pick every other one, trying to get a little washer machine in there so we can get our flag arms back in the old game. Washer, dryer, shower. It does look a little bit serial killer, but we will roll with it for now. And then boom, little story time already. We got to the airport. We normally straight through, get your bags, get off. Oh no, today we were the chosen ones. All our bags fully out, fully searched and absolutely rinsed on where we've been, what we're doing, why we're in the country. Long story short, it comes about that they were like, you booked your flights here 8 days ago, you're from the UK, you flew via Fiji, you're only staying for 3 nights. Why are you doing that? And also, why do you have the biggest cases ever? Because you're only here for 3 days. I'll show you how big my case is. So yeah, we just had to explain to them. They're on a little round the world trip. We're absolutely ripping the scene up. So yeah, if you are gonna come here, do bear that in mind. And the biosecurity is like nothing you will ever see in any other country. So you can't bring any food, you can't bring anything like that, or nothing too exotic. They were like, people bring animals in their cases, mental behavior. And if you are gonna bring trainers or hiking stuff, don't have any mud on, otherwise they will be confiscated and you won't be seeing them again. But everything came through okay. Just gonna drop the bags, quick shower, and a potential Nando's is on the card. Not eating 24 hours. We're hopefully on to greener pastures and we're going to be getting amongst it for 2 full days, baby. Stop number 1, day number 1. We're on another little boat trip. You can't keep the team down. Waiheke Island. In my head, I'm thinking Waiheke Wines for anyone that's been on the TikTok scene. To get over here, about 45 minutes, nice cruising, sailing, lovely viewing on the way over here. It's about 45 minutes. It's going to set you about £26 per person return. And for anyone that's done the Manly ferry or checked out my video a few weeks ago, it is exactly the same as that. The scenery, how you get on, how you get off, very efficient. And then to get to where we are now in Vino, we've got a lovely little spot. Can we get a little view of the harbour first? I say harbour, there's no harbour. You've got a naughty little beach over there. You've got a few catamarans, people, we call them the big swingers back in the UK. We've got intermittent sun, but we are here in the depths of September. It's the back end of winter for this side of the old world, but this is a lovely little bar eatery. We've got some breakfast coming very, very shortly. We thought we'd get the intro done and give you a little teaser. I've gone for a dirty chai latte. I've had a chai latte before, which I thought had coffee, but I'm not too sure. It's got a lot of cinnamon on top, so I imagine it's going to blow the absolute socks off me. You know what? Very interesting flavour combinations. There is a lot of cinnamon on there. If you can see it just at the top. I thought it was going to blow me away. Kind of mixes with the coffee. I think when I've had a chai latte before, it's a lot sweeter. When you go dirty chai latte, it is obviously not as sweet because you've got the shot of espresso in there, and the king has gone for, yeah, I know, I'm going to have to give this a mix. It looks like absolute jungle juice in here. What's in the mix here, Em? We've got a bit of like celery, we've got a bit of ginger, we've got a bit of apple, just all that good stuff, keeping the rig in shape. Oh, yeah, this is absolutely banging. I would 100% order a pressed juice. For me, this is quite a unique taste, but you know what? It's good to mix it up, try different things, and we've got a lovely little brunch coming very, very shortly. The sun's fully out now, so to give you the full tour again. Reminds me very much like Salcombe, for anyone who's been down on the south coast in England, and that's probably doing this place an absolute disservice. But then again, Salcombe is a lovely bit of kit, but yeah, whole place to ourselves, silly views, silly vibes, and yeah, we're just going to be exploring, taking it in, see what we can get up to. And the king looking $1 million as always. What does GAP stand for? Let me know in the comments. Coffee, digesting, going straight into the bones, doubled up on the old breakfast. We've gone for the French toast, maple syrup, berry compote, and the old honey, maybe as well, and some bananas. That looks delicious, but the staple, eggs, nice and salted on top. Look at how the butter comes in one of these little fellas, and a silly amount of crispy bacon. We'll give this a little taste test. That's already looking unbelievable. The king has already delved in. Bacon is banging. The main tester on the old eggs front. Have we got dippy eggs? Oh, it's absolute yolk palm. The things you love to see, but we'll give a proper taste test. We know what the eggs are going to be delivering. Super yolky, super orange, bright colours, but let's give this a little taste test. What's it saying, Em? Good? Nodding behind the camera. Hope that's a good sign. Unbelievable. Very, very strong on the berry compote front, nice and fresh, super, super soft French toast. We've gone sweet before savoury. It's absolutely scintillating. You're looking at about £10–11 per main dish for breakfast, and then coffees are about £3. I think what we've noticed so far is that coffee here in New Zealand is very, very good, and it's very, very good value. So yeah, silly scenes, silly food, vino, get it on the list. Banging. Food, well and truly going into the system. Thought we'd get down Oneroa Beach. Is that how you pronounce it, Em?
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea. It's either Big Oneroa or Oneroa. We're not too sure. Either way, where Vino is, looking out, beautiful little spot. Just come down onto the beach. We're going to get you straight up into the old drone. A little bit of wind, so we had to battle away with that. And there are a silly amount of seagulls here. Could be on the south coast of England, but it's just a super, super quaint, super quiet little spot. As mentioned, here in September, and it's a super, super hot day. Me and Em, the ginger and the northerner, forgot any sun cream. Classic, us two. But yeah, I think just New Zealand in general. I actually came here about 10 years ago, part of my degree. It's a beautiful place. I think Auckland, where we've been so far, and do you know what I mean, down in the south in Queenstown and Wanaka are completely different places. I always describe my time on the South Island as like the Lake District on kind of steroids. Everything's bigger, everything's wider, the mountains are higher, the glaciers. It's a beautiful little spot. Auckland, obviously, you're in the mixture of a big city centre, and then when you get yourself out, obviously, to Waiheke Island and down onto this Oneroa Beach, again, pronunciation is probably on point there. It's very different to being in Auckland city centre, yes. It's a lovely little spot, very much reminds me of Salcombe, very, very slow pace of life. Decent little beach, but you know what I mean, we've been treated to those in Fiji and Australian stuff recently, so it's not going to be topping the list there, but it's a lovely little spot to come, chill, relax, coffee in the bones. We're on a little table nice if you did want to bring a picnic. And that's the other thing here, they have a lot of like public spaces, so you obviously have the bars where if you want to buy drinks, food, etc. But if you did just want to bring a little picnic, there's actually designated spots where you still get a really, really good viewpoint as well. So yeah, powerful bit of kit so far. We're going to see what we can find. Em's got a little vineyard on the old list. Yeah. What are you in the market for there?
Pale dry rosé. Easy.
For anyone that's new to the channel, me and Em, we've been trying to find pale dry rosé across Asia, which, if you've been to Asia, that's pretty bloody difficult, mate. So yeah, we're hopefully going to find that. Chill, relax, take some sun in, and yeah, take it easy for the day. Any questions in the comments, baby? Team back with another stellar recommendation. The sun beating down, lovely little day. I do think it makes a big difference here when you're in the sun, when you're not, and the wind is on you. I'm literally taking my my pullover off left, right, and centre, but we're getting the vitamin D into the bones. We're at Mudbrick Vineyard, however you want to bloody pronounce it. Emmy's going to be getting some wine in the bones, G-dubs on a little no wine, no alcohol at the minute. Looking out for the rig, nice to reset once in a while, but check the views. We're going to spin you around, yeah, baby. Ridiculous setup. This is just unbelievable. Reminds me of somewhere like Switzerland or somewhere like, you know what I mean, Italy, of course, with the silly wines, or a nice little chateau in France. But yeah, you're just wandering, perusing up through here. There's little cottages you can actually stay at on the top of the hill there, just in the distance, top left of the old shot. And then yeah, we're gonna get ourselves into the little tasting room. Hopefully they've got some pale dry rosé for the old king, and we'll be checking back in right about then. In terms of the walk here, it said 45 minutes, something crazy like that. It was about probably about 20-25 minutes in the end, but obviously we do walk and stomp at a pretty big pace. If you do want to get taxis, it's difficult. We were like, oh, we'll just get a taxi there. We've not seen one taxi. I think when you're at the port and stuff like that, a lot easier. And then if you want to get the bus anywhere on the island, you need like a bus card. Can't pay cash, can't pay on your bank card. So you need to get that sorted. Obviously, we did not get that sorted. As always, we make the mistakes. So you don't have to, but on the walk up here, it is just beautiful scenery. You can see the centre of Auckland in the distance. Doesn't come out too well on a video, but it's a lovely little viewpoint all over the hills, all over the little farms. And yeah, for me, New Zealand, just a beautiful bit of kit. So yeah, we'll see you in the old tasting room in about 20 seconds time, baby.
So we are at the Mudbrick wine tasting. Can actually stay here as well. They have a restaurant, but we are on, I am on the wine tasting because Gareth is being boring. I've gone for the flagship tasting. So little small portions, would like a bit bigger, but you know, when I'm drinking by myself. Which one should I go into for first? I'm gonna go this one, which I believe is the Francesca, named after their daughter. They are all grown here, made here. So let's give it a go. So this one, I don't think Gareth would like this one as much. It has got some tones of hazelnut, it feels like. Not quite for Gareth, but for me, I like it. And then the next up, there is actually a small, I hate to say it, there is a small fly in this, so I'm gonna have to go get it out. Oh no.
Adds to the flavour.
Oh God, okay, lovely. Next up we have, forgotten the name now, let me see. This is a reserve Chardonnay, 2022.
How much are they going to set you back, Em, if you wanted a full bottle?
Let me try it first and then I'll, you know. A bit more sharp. It is quite spicy aromas actually to that one. But surprisingly, no, now it makes sense. Now, see, this one, Francesca, is a bit more expensive. 170 for a bottle. Would I pay it? Maybe I would. Treat yourself. But a couple whites here. I think we're going to go on to some red shortly and then see where the afternoon takes me.
How much is the whole tasting going to set you back, and you do 6, right?
I did 6, that's $44, which is not bad. Still quite small portions, but yeah, about £22, not too bad.
Lovely views as well.
Lovely. Okay, so our New Zealand wine tasting continues. We're now on the reds. I don't usually drink red wine. It's giving me Liv vibes. Liv, this one's for you. Oh, I feel like I can't compare it to many red wines just because I don't drink it, but give me a spice aroma. It is nice. It is very nice. I feel like I should be having a bit of cheese on the side, you know, just something to give it that little. Okay, next up, the woman did tell me this one has won many awards, so I'm expecting big things. 2022 wine award. So also, why are the glasses so big? It's the size of my head. Oh, very spicy. I can get the tones of the black pepper in that. That is, yeah. Although I think this one might be the more expensive one, but on this occasion, I think I prefer this one. Let me see how much. Okay, this one would set you back $27. So yeah, about £35. Not too bad. Can't say it's made me a red wine drinker, but I'll drink it.
You stick to what you know. The gardens here are just an absolute joke. Ridiculous setup. You can get married here, sun beating down, wine flowing straight from the trees themselves. And yeah, view in the distance, it's absolutely unbelievable. Lovely little island. It definitely gets the G-Dubs seal of approval. We're just sat in between all these little trees. Lovely little spot. I mean, it's absolutely Sergio Ramos in summer. However, we have our chief sommelier ready for her final tasting. She's made a couple of changes. She was meant to be on the dessert wines. However, the dries were calling her. Talk to me. You have to click yourself up.
Shady will know I couldn't face another dessert wine. They are just, again, give me a rosé any day of the week, I'll drink it. Pale and dry, that's the way forward. But, oh, let me get this right. This is the Pinot Gris. Yeah, I think it was meant to be a red and a dessert. Just, no, I couldn't face it. Oh, lovely glass, lovely white wine. That is very dry, just the way I like it. That is very nice. Really, really like that one. And this one is a Sauvignon Blanc. Has this one won awards? I don't think this one has, but let's give it a go. Oh, a bit more fruity. Oh, that is nice. Very nice.
What was
refreshing.
What was your favourite? What's your review on the vineyard, the island as a whole?
I mean, nothing beats drinking a glass of wine in the sunshine, on holiday, lovely setting, definitely recommend, cannot beat it. But I would possibly go with either of, maybe even this one. Dry, crisp, very nice. Oh wait, I'm getting them confused. I think it's this one now. This one, the Pinot Gris. Very nice, very dry, very demure, very cutesy, very dry.
See you in Auckland.
Correct. See you in the next one.
See you back in the big smoke, baby. Me and Em severely underestimated the amount of things that we actually need to pick up for South America, where we fly to tomorrow. So we've had to cut a few things off the list. However, we've gone to the staples, we've gone to the essentials. Mount Eden Summit. You know, if you follow for this channel for a little while, that I'm an absolute sucker for a viewpoint, for a view. And I tell you what, this does not disappoint. We managed to get the bird up in the sky. It's not the most sunny day, so obviously take it with a little grain, a little pinch, or a big handful of the old salt, but it is a 360-degree panoramic view. Absolutely unbelievable scenery, left, right and centre. I think the best side is obviously looking into the distance in terms of like straight towards the city, straight towards the harbour, straight towards the port where we were yesterday. We walked from the centre of town. It's about 6.5 kilometres. Goes without saying, you're at a viewpoint, it is all uphill. I'd say it's pretty gentle the whole way, and then the last little bit is obviously pretty steep. If you want to save the old legs, you can get like a city tour bus which drops you off right at the top. You have to do zero walking for that, or if you do want to drive and park or just get the bus from the centre of town, you can get dropped off about 3/4 of the way up. So super accessible, and yeah, the views hopefully flying into the old retinas as we speak. It's a bit of a dull, it's a little bit of an overcast day, but it does not detract from the absolute beauty of the old landscape. Obviously you've got like the urban side and obviously all the houses, but I think, do you know what I mean, the rolling hills as you're looking inland, and then the sea on the other side is absolutely mesmerising. I think if you look into the distance, you can kind of see the islands where me and Em were at last day yesterday, Waiheke Island, which is obviously the highlight so far. But yeah, again, lovely little spot, little free activity, which we are all about. And yeah, it's just a lovely little spot to explore. I think Auckland as a centre and the city is quite small in terms of like if you're a tourist and you're just kind of coming doing, yeah, the CBD, super accessible, super easy to walk around. So I would highly yeah, recommend getting out, slight bit of the city, come up to here, like I say, 6.5 kilometres, not too taxing on the old body. Super easy to get up. And yeah, the views do not disappoint. Silly views into the distance. And we've not eaten yet, so we're going to go and get a bit of brunch into the system. Obviously, we've been travelling for many moons now, just over, well, coming up to 7 months actually, and there's rumours on the circuit. When I say rumours, we actually went there last night, but I didn't video any of it, but we might be delving into a little Nando's, so we're either going to be back on a little bit of brunch action or for Nando's very shortly. Peace. The drone offers many things, silly, aerial, top-down views of the beauty of the landscape, but what it doesn't show you is the close-up of what you'll be getting in the absolute mixer of. The whole way around, when you get to this kind of top bit, there's like a viewing deck on each side at various different levels, just to keep the viewer guessing, and you can be on the boardwalk like the king, ready for a few of the old JPEGs, and yeah, into the distance itself. I would say this is the best side overlooking the city. And yeah, it used to be a huge site. I think it was 1200 AD. It was a huge Maori site. There's like a massive castle on top of this hill. And I tell you what, you would not want to be attacking uphill on here. Arrows left, right and centre, battering you down to the depths below. But yeah, just another little check-in, just to let you know, it's just absolutely ruthless scenes, mate. Defo worth a visit. We were tempted heavily by the thought of Nando's, but even though we're not in Asia anymore, the final little taste of Asia before moving on to South America. I'll give you a little close-up on the old food. Kuroa Kitchen, gone for the old katsu chicken. I would go heavier on the sauce, but we're going to give this a little taste test in a moment. And then they've got a little, just grab whatever sushi you want, all different mixes. So obviously gone for the salmon number, gone for a little spicy chicken, karaage chicken, a little mixture of everything. On the staples, straight into the mixer. Off the bat, rating out of 10?
4 or 5.
Oh no, not what you want to hear. Let's spin it round. Let's give a few of these things.
It's nice, but it's not katsu curry.
Yeah, I know. I was expecting a lot more sauce. Katsu curry when it absolutely lathered up in the old sauce. We got some chopsticks. Should have prepared these ahead of time. What should I go for first then? Got to go for the salmon number. The salmon and avocado. This is a staple. It's a big piece. Salmon and avocado, exactly what it says on the tin. It's getting a solid out of 10. Thought it was really good, to be fair. A little bit more spice, to be fair. Would be nice. Maybe a bit more wasabi in the mix there. Prawn tempura up next. Ooh, let's get a little close up before I drop it. Prawn and crab.
I was about to say there's crab in there.
Shout out to the boy. The prawn, the crab, nice balance in there. Lovely flavour combinations. You ever watch MasterChef? Those two are banging. Not going to be delving into too much of the old katsu curry. I also think when you get like karaage chicken or karaage chicken, I don't know how you bloody say it, but that's when you get like the mayo sauce. I thought chicken katsu would be like absolutely lathered up in a real thick sauce. We've kind of got a bit on there. A little close up for the boys. Let's see what it's saying. You gave it 4 out of 10. It's never good.
It's an unusual sauce.
I mean, I'm not one to tell, Asian people how to cook a katsu curry, but for me, I want it absolutely lathered in sauce, a lot more like a karaage chicken, and then the sauce is more like a plum sauce, that you would have with, duck or something. So,
what do you think?
Not bad, but not exactly what I was expecting. Let's give, or what am I rating it? Well, if I order a chicken katsu and it doesn't come like a chicken katsu, I think 4 out of 10 is pretty reasonable. How am I going to get hold of this thing? This looks like it could be the winner. Spicy chicken. No, I don't think we need any soy sauce on that. But that, look at the size of the thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. Wow, that is spicy. Exactly what it says on the tin. Silly amount of meat, good flavours, but I tell you what, a lot of heat on that. I like that, but whew. And then the final stop, was another little chicken katsu number. Hopefully it's banging. Wow, that's actually blowing the socks off me. I would get that again, even though it's really hot and the flavour heat in my mind. Yeah, would definitely recommend that. That's banging as well. For me, if you're gonna come here, the sushi little parts, all the little bits in between, absolutely banging. I'd probably say the star of the show was either the prawn and the crab or the chicken with the spice. I wouldn't get the chicken katsu curry, to be 100% honest. Nothing bad, but not what we expected. Get this on the menu, because these fellas are unbelievable. We're going into the Southern Hemisphere's summer, so we need to make sure our rigs are on point for when we're on the beaches in South America. So we've come to Cocoa Wild Chocolate here. It's like Willy Wonka on crack, on steroids. You get the choice between 33, 53, 70% cocoa, hot chocolate in the mix with toasted marshmallows around the rim. We're going to give this a little taste test first before we get onto the main course. How do you even drink that? It is unbelievable, rich, it's obviously chocolatey, so creamy. Quite strange drinking it through a marshmallow, but I don't know how to show this on camera, but that is unbelievable. And also, they used a different steamer on the milk, because I tell you what, they are sorting your boy out. And what we have here, you can't understand the weight of it on the camera, but it's two of their normal chopped chip cookies with sea salt, with a layer of marshmallow in the middle, and then dipped in milk chocolate and dark chocolate. So this, again, unbelievable for the rig. I'm going to put it next to my head so you can understand the size of the thing. It's so weighty. Oh, Em, how do you even eat that? That is an absolute joke. It's so chewy, it's so rich, unbelievable flavours flying through it. I think I would personally just get the cookies separate so you can enjoy them a bit more. We're going to delve straight in for another bite. For me, dark chocolate all day long, but I'm going to get Em to come and hopefully see what you think on here. Try the hot chocolate and try that.
I can't get that right now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
It's so heavy.
That is, yeah.
Give the hot chocolate a taste and give a little review as well. Really good for the beach bod coming up. It's got a really strange texture, like when you're drinking it, drink it through the end here. Em's getting the giggles here. All hell's going to break loose.
That is very sweet. That's really good. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, if you want a little sweet treat or you're here in the depths of winter or want to, just a nice hearty warmer, get this on the list. Hot chocolate's going to set you back £3.50, and then one of these fellas, they are going to set you back £8.25. So not the cheapest cookie you'll ever have, but you've got two cookies with the marshmallow. It's definitely getting a recommendation for me, but if you're trying to keep the rig in check, you're trying to calorie count, do not come here. Outro time, baby. We're going to wrap up a few thoughts, New Zealand, Auckland, but for anyone who's watching this, who's on the channel for the first time, I'm usually a lot more polished, a lot more clean, and a lot more organised in terms of what we're doing and a lot more structure. We were in Fiji, we needed to get to Chile, so I had to go back to Sydney, back to where we were before, or come to New Zealand. So we thought we'd come here, have a bit of an explore, but we underestimated how much stuff we need to get sorted for Chile. So we've been doing that in between the vlogs and exploring Auckland. So take it with a pinch of salt, take it with an absolute mountain of salt actually, and come back for the Chile content, the South America content. We've got 5 months exploring. We've got 10 countries planned. We're going to do about 2 weeks in each country. And if not, just go back, check the Fiji vlog, check the Sydney vlogs, plenty of content on the old channel. In terms of my thoughts on Auckland, New Zealand, so I've been to New Zealand twice, this time for 3 days to Auckland, and I came back as part of my degree and went to the South Island. We did Wanaka, Mount Cook, Queenstown. For me, two completely different experiences. The South Island is beautiful. It's like the Lake District with wider valleys, higher mountains, and it's just an unbelievable setup from start to finish. Beautiful scenery. Wanaka's very chilled, very relaxed, lovely lake. And then Queenstown itself is absolutely bustling. We were there in the heart of summer, around Christmas time, summer for the Southern Hemisphere, and it's all like mountain biking. I did the Nevis bungee, all that sort of stuff. If you come in winter there, you can ski, so it's an absolute wet dream for anyone who loves like adventure sports and stuff. Auckland, for me, nothing wrong with it at all, but I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, it's amazing, come and visit here. I think one of the things you do get on this channel is a very, very honest insight. So it was decent, nothing wrong. I think everything is really reasonably priced, especially in comparison to the UK and to Australia, in terms of like accommodation, coffee when you're going out here. But there's nothing that in Auckland city centre that I was like, oh my God, this absolutely blew me away. The viewpoint's nice, the hot chocolate was good. And we actually, I went and spoke to them about the food in the Japanese restaurant. I was like, oh, is this the chicken katsu curry? Like, just to make sure. And they were like, oh no, it's a yakisoba. So they actually brought us the wrong dish, but we got a big pot of curry in the end, steaming hot, which was actually top drawer. So we'll let them off there. One big standout, that Waiheke Island, phenomenal. I feel is what we got in, or what you get in Waiheke Island is like a glimpse of what the South Island is like. Beautiful scenery, rolling hills, and it's just unbelievable from start to finish. So for me, I would recommend New Zealand based on the knowledge I have, Waiheke Island, and what I've experienced before. If you were coming just to Auckland, I personally don't think that would be a good one-off trip, but again, it's quite a long way from everywhere. So I would imagine if you're coming to New Zealand, you're going to do quite a lot of the cities as well. So come here, pit stop, couple of days, absolutely plenty. Get out to the island, and then get moving south. We fly to South America tomorrow. We're going to be doing Chile first, about 2 weeks, Santiago, a few of the cities, and then doing some hiking up in the mountains. We're looking at like the Andes, and then we're not sure if we're going to do some of like the deserts, the Atacama. Is that how you say it? We'll find out soon. Deserts up in the north from the Bolivia or the Chile sides. There's going to be serious amounts of adventure on the channel. If you do have any questions, Auckland prices, us travelling, anything you want to know, bang it down in the old comments. Whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button. We're still en route, not to 2, now to 3K subs. Unbelievable scenes. I'll see you in the next one, babe. Remember the chef, he's always cooking. Let's get it.